Good morning, YouTubers. Working on a rough grind for a bushcraft knife I'm making, and realized this morning when I came back out to the shop that I didn't actually record anything yesterday. So still got a little bit of work to do, but it's getting pretty close to where it needs to be. I'm going to go ahead and make some pinholes in the tang and a hole for a lanyard tube at the back end of the tang, and get it ready for heat treat this morning. And then we'll go back to the time this weekend. Been working on this bushcraft knife, and I've been so into the project that I kind of forgot I was supposed to be making a video. So anyway, I didn't even start from the beginning, but I got the knife cut out, tang shaped, holes for the pins, holes for the lanyard tube, and got the blade hardened and tempered, and been working on some handle scales. So I don't know how well you can see this. I need some more light, huh? This is a Leopardwood handle scale. I don't even know if you can see it. Anyway, I got the rough cut on the handle scales, and I'm going to work on getting those attached to the knife and getting it finished. So you can see the grain a little bit there. Kind of hard to get a good shot of that. I'll have to make sure you get a good look at it. Anyway. If you see something on these videos that makes you cringe, drop me a comment and give me some pointers, help me out. I'm a rookie at this bladesmithing stuff, just learning. This is the 9th knife I've made here at home, and I'm learning every day. So part of the reason I make these videos is just to show anybody else who's watching that you put your mind to it, you can learn any skill and put your soul into it, and you can make some pretty awesome stuff. So got a pretty decent dry fit on this handle right now. I'm going to keep working on it and get some basic contouring done before I get any epoxy mixed up. I use a 5-minute epoxy, and we'll set the handles on and then come back and do a final finish on them, get them sanded down and polished up, and I'll let you know how it looks. If you enjoyed the video, please like, subscribe if you want to get to know a guy who just does stuff to see if he can do it. Check out my blog if you'd like to, find out a little bit more about me. So what I'm working on now is contouring this part of the scale where the scale's going to meet up against the ricasso section of the blade, because once it's attached to the blade I won't be able to get to that very well. So I'm trying to work on that contour. I don't know if you can see it very well. I'm trying to get that done before I approach getting it attached to the blade. The rest of it's pretty well roughed out. makeshift knife vise. Just put 2 pieces of soft wood on either side of the blade while I work on the handle. So I'm working on my handle. It's the first time I'm working with this Leopardwood. I don't know if you guys are familiar with this. Seems to be pretty hard and it's kind of cool looking. But I was just about finishing up on this handle and one of these little light spots in the wood grain just kind of popped out and left a little divot in my handle. So now I'm having to sand it down further to make that spot smooth again. And I'm gonna have to clean up this little tube back here from my lanyard, but it's coming along okay. So I'm finishing up some work on this handle with the Leopardwood. This is my first knife I've ever made with the opening for a lanyard. I don't even know the proper terminology. It's a piece of copper tubing that I used. Unfortunately, it doesn't match the brass. I wanted to try to put copper pins, but the wire that I had was too small and I just had brass on hand. And this is a little piece of copper tubing that I had from running an ice maker line or something, but it seems to have worked out okay. One of the mistakes I made is that I got epoxy inside of the copper. So I guess next time around I'll try to put a little piece of wood dowel through there or something to keep from getting epoxy inside of it. Otherwise, we're coming along pretty good. Got a pretty decent contour on the handle. Got a little bit more work to do, but it's looking pretty good. So there she is. Got to polish up this blade. I got a pretty decent edge on it, but it's got to get polished up a little bit. It's kind of uneven right now. I just took the tape off of it. Got a couple of little spots along the spine here from scale when I heat treated it that need to be taken out, but I kind of like the way they look. I was considering leaving them along the spine. I just got to get this a little finish on this blade and she's good to go, but I'm kind of happy with the way it came out. Still learning every time I start a project and finish a project, but making progress for sure. Look, got a little spot right there that needs to be cleaned up. Kind of along that contour. It's not perfect, but all in all, pretty decent project. I don't know how many hours I put in it. I guess 8 hours or so, working off and on. Hope you enjoy. My first Bushcraft knife. I'm pretty proud of this project. I'm still learning a lot. I'm still a rookie bladesmith, knife maker, whatever you want to call me, hobbyist, but pretty proud of this little knife. Did my first or my best attempt at a freehand flat grind on this knife, and it came out fairly decent. So I'm learning a little bit every time I make another knife, and I've been enjoying myself quite a bit. This hardwood handle, so a Leopardwood that I won a bid on eBay for $2.88 or something, and paid $4 for shipping or something like that. So $6, $6.88 I paid for these wooden scales, and the handle came out fairly nice. This is the first knife with a lanyard that I've made. And anyway, here goes. Check it out if you like it. Click the like button, subscribe. Good to see you again.